Hey, what's up?
What's up?
How are
How are you
you?
doing today?
I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
Good. We're doing
Good.
good, man. It's great to talk to you today.
Yeah, just waiting on David. He should be here
Yeah,
shortly.
no
How's the
problem.
weather where you're at?
Good Lord, it hasn't stopped raining in 3 weeks.
Oh no. Yeah, we got
Which, I mean, we needed it because it didn't rain for like 3 months before that.
Yeah.
yeah, we got the same weather like last week. It rained. Well, Memorial Day weekend, it just rained the whole weekend, but it's been like 70s and cool most days. Enough
Yep,
sun to make it worth it, but maybe that's on your way now, coming that way.
I hope so. I'd take snow over rain. At least it looks pretty.
It's true that. What's up, David?
What up? What up?
How are you guys? How are you doing today? I already asked, but
I'm good.
doing
How are
good?
you?
Yeah, it looks like you're coming from like a home studio right there.
Yes, sir. This is headquarters.
Oh yeah, this is where
Oh,
you
that's
guys.
that's not a home studio. That is Red Feather Recording. You gotta
Oh
watch
There you
your
wow!
go.
Oh,
mouth, baby.
dope. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. So we got a professional space for this one, man. All right. Well, it's good to talk to you guys. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this. You guys can hear me good, right? Everything's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay, we
Yes,
can hear you
sir.
good, and everything's rolling. So we're good to start now. And I guess would you guys mind, going around and introducing yourselves? Which instrument you guys play, and yeah, do your guys' names and stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm Chris.
Okay.
You
Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
Chris.
David. I
Singer
think you
guy,
can.
singer syndrome. You got to go first.
Yeah.
You can already tell I'm the singer. Yeah, I'm singer and I'm co-guitarist.
And
Awesome.
I'm David, and I'm the drummer. I also do like the recording aspect of it, I don't do the mastering, but the mixing aspect of it, recording and mixing.
Awesome. Awesome.
So how'd you guys get started? That's the first question.
Oh, goodness gracious. That starts all the way back to big box retail about 8 years ago when David here was my boss. He'd catch me singing in the back room all the time. There had been a pause from him playing in bands because of, we're just going to call it the Great Pause. I don't want to talk about the pandemic that went around. But
Yeah.
he had posted something on Facebook and said, "Hey, man," I commented back. He was in the studio. I said, "Dude, if you ever need like a featured vocalist or a featured guitarist, just hit me up. I'm wide open. I ain't got nothing going on." And a little while later, he sent me a text. He's like, "You serious about that?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Let me send you some tracks. See what you can do with them." I said, "Well, what do you want me to do with them? You got melodies or lyrics or what?" He said, "You go wild." So 45 minutes later, I sent him a rough mix of just some rough vocals for a song that later turned into Inundated One. They all got sent in mixed order because I'm not very good on the home studio aspect of things. So he puzzle pieced the vocal tracks back together over his over his rough track of the song, and it stayed that way. And that was our very first single that we ever recorded. I came back the next Tuesday to jam with the full band, and we decided, hey, let's do some digital music, release some singles online, and just have some fun. And then we started getting show opportunities, and we had to name the band real quick.
Yeah. And how did you guys come to that name, the name Blackwood? Was it very easy? Was it hard? Or how did that come to be?
Well, it was both easy and hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a list. Our founding ex guitarist Keith White, he had a list of about 200 different uh, band names that were potentially good, that he would, if he'd think of something or see something, he'd jot it down. And then I had a few, David had a few, our ex bassist Steve had a few, and it all came down to a road sign here in Nashville, Tennessee, Blackwood Drive, and we're like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And I think it all boiled down to, David said, well, you just pretend that you're in the band and I'm a fan, introduce yourself. And we had a couple different options, and I finally went, all right, well, my name's Chris. I'm the lead singer of Blackwood. And I went, yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah,
We all
that's
agreed to stick with Blackwood.
that's awesome. That's a very interesting way of doing it. I never thought about like that, having that context would, help you find which one it would be. because that's just such a hard thing sometimes to find a name. And yeah, sometimes you'll regret it afterwards because you'll be trying to promote yourself. You're like, oh, this sounds dumb. Like, this is stupid, and I've got to change this immediately. But then you have like a record out, whatever, and you got that problem. But that's awesome. That's a great story. Thank you for sharing. And I guess you could take the next question, boss.
All right. So you guys have a record out titled "Release Me." What can you tell us behind the record and the writing process?
I guess some of that's going to go to me too. I don't mean to hog the mic, singer.
Man, dude, lead singers, man.
But that was actually, we don't call it a concept album or anything, but we released a couple singles and we had several other songs left over and we didn't really know what to do with them. And then David actually had the idea. He was like, well, what if we've got 7 other songs here? What they kind of all make sense, don't they?
Yeah.
And I started thinking about the lyrics and realized that honestly, it kind of told in its entirety, it tells a story really just about a toxic relationship from beginning to end, and just kind of trying to discover what made it go wrong, and not so much finger pointing and blaming somebody else for, the dispersion of relationship, but what did I do wrong? What can I learn from that? Where did all this rage come from? So like a lot of our songs, pretty much all of them started with riffs in headquarters there. And the way that I write my lyrics is I have to have the music first. I know we have a lot of different singers in the area. Everybody's got a different writing style. Some of them, they just kind of write down, their thoughts or their poetry or whatever and fit it to the music. I can't do that. I need to have the music first. The music makes me feel something, that gives me a melody, and then the melody gives me words, and I know what I'm talking about.
Do you find yourself maybe sometimes just shouting gibberish to just get
100%.
an idea?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. I try my best to keep that to a minimum in the band room. When it comes to the actual writing of lyrics, I get quite a bit nervous trying to flesh out melodies or syncopation cadences while I'm in the room with a bunch of other dudes. So I try to take the riffs home and then work on it quietly, but David has heard a lot of gibberish and blah 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 in headquarters.
Yeah, and you just got to mute that channel. Just mute it just for a second.
Yep.
Just mute it.
I see his hand go over to the laptop and slide down a fader. I'm like, well, what was the click too loud?
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
So how does that work for you, David, on the back end when you got to have that melody already ready kind of to go and then you mix it up, right? That's where you...
Well, we fleshed the whole song out. We record most of our rehearsals, and I'll send the guys the mix. And like he was saying, like sometimes he'll be like, I'll take that out. We'll hear like cool ideas from the melody or whatever, or even some lyrics occasionally are like, whoa, just saying stuff doesn't, mean anything at the time usually. But we'll send like a version of the practice with the vocal, and then Chris, if he's like really into it or he's found a place, he'd be like, hey, give me that without any of the vocals on there so that I can flesh it out. And that's basically, we do that. We have the song finished and then we record it for real. So we take a day out of the week or the weekend or whatever, and we just throw down and do the best we can with getting as much as we can in a day. And then usually we'll come back and do the vocals at a later date. So all the instrumentation will be there for the most part. Occasionally we find some other stuff we want to throw in on top, but we do the vocals. Then it's about me finding time in my schedule to get it mixed and sent to mastering.
Yeah.
You're not still in the big box retail now, right?
No, we left that. We left that.
Oh man,
that's where I got
about
my
the same
start.
time. Actually, we did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's where I got my start back in the early 2000s, and then that kind of faded away for me as well. But it would be awesome to do what you're doing instead of what I'm doing now. But
well, the studio thing, man, it takes time. It takes a lot of time to build it up. I mean, some people are, everybody got a different path, but mine is taking time. I've been doing it in Nashville since 2009, really. Okay. I was interning and whatnot in 2008, and then the economy had a dump there. So I found myself back in the studio where I could, kind of be able to focus, where I was in live music before and contracts were drying up kind of thing. So I wasn't very busy, so I had a lot more time to do studio work.
So what would you tell somebody that's trying to start out, just like you guys were? I mean, you obviously, found each other doing something totally opposite than singing and music.
Always pay attention to the people around you. Like, I knew he could sing. I never really thought he would be interested in it because when we were working together, it was like an hour away from the studio. So I was like, yeah, that guy could sing, but I never really put him up there as like somebody who was like interested until he hit me up. We were actually in the process of talking to several people, and when he hit me up, I was like, this is the guy. Like, if he wants to do this, he's going to be in there. and my only way to prove it to the other guys was for him to, I sent him this track, like you said, and he sent it back, and I sent it to the other guys. They're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, that was a game changer, really.
I think my biggest piece of advice for anybody wanting to start this is rehearsal is for rehearsal. Practice is for at home. If in 2026 you're wanting to get together and spend time with guys and create a band, don't waste their time. When you show up to the room, I mean, unless you're just jamming stuff out and trying to come up with new things, of course, then yeah, you're not going to be practiced. But if you have songs written with a group of guys, everybody's traveling, trying to get to wherever you're rehearsing. If you're spending money on a rehearsal room, don't show up there unpracticed. You just wasted everybody's time, and it's not professional. Rehearse at rehearsal, practice at home.
Yeah.
Good one.
And that's really a good point. And I take that you guys have possibly come across that commonly in the beginning of your guys' venture into jamming and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
well, it's difficult. I mean, we all have full-time jobs. I've got 3 kids. Everybody has things that they need to juggle. And there'll be times David will absolutely know and call me out when I show up to that rehearsal room and I've not practiced.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty clear right away. I can't keep in time with the click. I forget parts of the songs. But as long as that's the exception and not the rule, things will go smoothly. And when you can just go into the room, knock out all the songs that you guys have already been rehearsing, that gives you so much more time to do new things, to hone in the other aspects of, the stage performance, or, whatever, write news songs, do social media.
Are we getting to the next gig?
Yeah. The next gig. It's a lot easier when you guys are all in the same room. If you can just knock out the set list and talk business, because David knows I can't stand talking about a band as a business, but on the flip side of that, it is absolutely necessary, because if you don't treat it like a business, it'll fail. We're here trying to sell a product.
Yeah.
It's just the product is music. It's not something that comes in a nice little box from a company that has a name from a river.
So what are you looking forward to playing most at the Potomac Gardens? You've obviously checked us out online, I would assume, at this point. And so, like, what interests you most?
Me personally,
scenery.
Yeah, I was
I think
right
the
there
scenery
with
is
David.
where it's at.
The scenery, from what I've been looking at, you guys are just like steps away and a river taxi away from like the island where Maryland was founded.
Yeah, right there.
That's pretty freaking dope. I'm excited about the history of the venue. It seems to have held a lot of hats in the past, almost 100 years.
Yeah. Well, it's 1923, if I'm not getting it wrong, I believe is when it was a bar.
23. So yeah,
it's been 103 years, and Ange is only, I believe, the 3rd or 4th one to own it. So it's been just that thing, and it's gone through every stages of the 20s, 30s, 40s, but bits and pieces are left behind each time. And so when they bought it and they started doing this, so I guess 3 years ago now, when she bought it, and she's into music, loves music, buys tickets all the time. Her husband doesn't know, and she tells him that day, hey, we're going to this show. But loves music, so she started that as well when she did it. And when they renovated the entire inside, they made it modern but kept it very old. So if you look, once you go into the main bar, where the main bar always was, they took the drywall down and the old porch roof was still there. So she just painted it and left the old light. So certain things like that, the store was a post office, and then the post office went in 3 different places in that, and it's still there. So history, if that's your thing, we're your place.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of stuff like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night, no doubt, and I know that she's very excited to have you guys. She's expressed how good you guys are, and when she first, approached us about interviewing you guys, and I started doing some research, I'm like, these guys are so badass. Like, I'm not trying to blow steam either. Like, you guys have some really good material, and
Thank you.
And I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised with the reaction of who's there, because when you get there, it seems like it's going to be like country.
It's going to take
it's like,
forever,
oh, whoa,
too.
wait, we should maybe we should change the set list, guys, type of thing. But no, then you go in there and you're like, oh, okay, no, they're open to what we're doing, and they actually prefer you do what you do than to cater, which I figure you guys are gonna rock it the way you always do, but.
Yeah, we don't have any other versions.
Yeah.
The same thing.
I know, yeah.
Rehearsed that far.
Yeah, I know.
When we opened up for Diamond Rio a couple of years ago, it was just like, well, this is what it's going to be.
This is what we're doing, boys.
And then we're going to have Diamond Rio.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what you got to do, though, because if you change it, then, it's not really a reflection on who you guys actually are as a band.
And she's all
It has to be
about
authentic.
original music. Like, that is her
Yes.
thing. She, play covers if you have to. I'm not, if there's something in the set, whatever. But obviously to get that crowd going. But, like, she loves the amount of original music, and that's why you guys are awesome. I mean, I spent the last 2 hours just listening to
Yeah, we were doing yard work.
A random list while I was doing
And we
yard
were just
work.
like,
There you go.
And
shoveling.
and I got some of that hidden meaning in those other songs you were talking about. So definitely, it's gonna rock.
do you guys have any records in the works? What does the rest of 2026 look like for you guys that you're willing to share to the audience today?
We just got back from mastering a new EP, literally last Friday. So that's in the works of getting it all together for release. We got our artwork, we got the music, we're looking to get the video done. So it'll probably be early August, I'm thinking right now, tentatively. Just depends on the timeline of the video stuff that we got to get done, but and that's already scheduled. We just got to get it done,
Yeah.
So once all that comes together, we'll have a better idea. It's a little later than we preferred to have done it, but we're getting it done. And so it'll be out this year. 3 new songs. If you've never heard us, they're definitely 3 new songs. If you've heard us live, you may have heard these songs, in our set over the past few shows. So we're excited for that. And then we have several shows coming up this year, which I think Chris would agree that we've kind of amped up our level of what we're doing. I guess I don't know how to say it right, but we've turned the volume up on our what we're doing.
Yeah.
we're playing farther out, which we're trying to get a bigger reach and all that. So that's still a big focus for us. There's even a festival. Looks like we might be headlining a Saturday night locally coming up. So if that all pans out, I'm not sure if that's like officially out there or what, but
Not quite, but it's looking pretty good.
To even be considered for something
big.
like that is freaking awesome. So
Yeah.
it's all going the right direction now.
Yeah. And you guys have been at it since around quarantine, you said, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
20.
It's been 5 years and 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty good
Now
time.
you're in your flow. You're just, capitalize
Yeah, it's
on
about
all
time
the
for us to
momentum
break
that
up,
you
right?
got.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys need to make the best record ever and then break up and then never come back. Like, just do that.
Well, that's what it seems like everybody does. I mean,
Yeah.
I know. That or they come back 30 years later and just, I don't know, it's not the same.
a lot of
No, we're not doing all
lot of
that.
revivals. There are a lot of revivals these days.
yeah, it takes too much to get this thing rolling to stop it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just crazy when people can't move on. I mean, it's sometimes you can't, but this thing's gonna move on.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Congratulations, guys.
And when you can get that many people in that same direction, I mean, especially because as a musician, I'm sure your minds are all like, whatever instrument or whatever you're playing. That's like your main focus, right? So if you can get 4 or 5 dudes to just be cool with that and like work with one another, sky's
And we
the
definitely
limit.
all have extremely different experiences with music. So I mean, that makes it even more fun, and maybe it's slower at times because we reference things and we're like, hey, well, this didn't work for me. We did that one time, and there's a lot more. I don't know. It's where we're at right now. It's pretty cool. There's a lot going on. Everybody's in the same boat, and we got a lot coming up this year. I mean, we've already had a pretty awesome year so far, but there's a lot coming up the next few months.
That's amazing. It's not even halfway done, and
Yep.
you've already had so much that you got so much to look forward to. And I can't
Right.
wait to hear you guys play, no matter if you're inside or outside. I'll definitely be there.
We're
so.
ready to play.
Ready to play.
So have you been
It's a
off?
long haul up there.
Yeah.
We're hopefully going to sleep a little at some point, but
Oh, yeah.
but we are ready to do it.
Well, you gotta take shifts driving the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Is there like a dedicated band member, or is it just you guys alternate?
Well,
Usually I drive because
Yeah.
because it's my truck and everybody praises how good I treat the trailer. So
They might
I don't-
just be
I don't
saying
think-
that though. They might just
yeah,
be.
No, don't let
I
him be
think so.
bashful. I work
I've
for a
seen-
trailer manufacturing company. I've seen some expert level trailer maneuvering, and David went from "I have never hooked a trailer to a hitch" to "Let me get this 8-foot wide trailer through an 8-foot 1-inch wide gate." While also doing a 90-degree turn in a gigantic Silverado.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
my God.
yeah, he's unless it's a long drive with a big stretch of interstate, we're gonna leave it to the professionals.
Yeah.
Well, so then everybody else gets to sleep then, so you just got to
Yeah.
get yourself some Z's before.
Yeah, it's good on the shoulders too for the drummer to take a break because
Yeah.
8
True.
hours, and your back is just like
Yeah.
we need.
Yeah, we did a
We're going to
cross.
play a show.
We did a cross country trip
Yeah.
about 3 or 4. Well, during COVID, and we went from here to Nashville the very first night, and that was a little bit of a roll.
A hike. Yeah.
Yeah,
It felt like.
yeah.
But
it felt
very
like great.
scenic and definitely worth
Yes.
every bit of it. But the bottom half of this country way better than the top half. The top half is nothing but the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was telling the guys because I went out there a couple of years ago. So I was like,
Oh yeah, we drove from
it's gonna be a boring
Colorado,
drive.
Colorado to Des Moines, Iowa, which was like 12 hours on our way back, and then Des Moines to Cleveland because it was just 12 hours of the same view.
Yeah.
Both
Nothing.
days, nothing.
Just nothing. Just field.
Dang.
Like a fever dream or something. It's weird. But yes, thank you guys so much for coming on. The Zoom,
Absolutely.
we always have a limit on Zoom because Zoom is just fun. But
you can definitely buy tickets on the website.
Yeah, 100%. PotomacGardens.com. I'll put a link right here. The show is on June 13th. And yeah, Blackwood, thank you guys so much for coming on. We hope you guys have safe travels here. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys play. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you
Awesome.
guys. We're excited to show up.
All right.
Awesome. Well,
Appreciate
we'll see
it,
you
bro.
guys then.
Have a
Sounds
good
good. Thank you, man.
All right.
See you. Have a good day.
one. Bye.
See ya.
So that was good.
Yeah, I would say so. We're very excited to see Blackwood. If you guys enjoyed this interview, make sure you subscribe, like, comment your favorite dog breed. I don't know. Just comment. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode. We're very excited for the future. We have a couple more interviews coming up. So yeah, if you guys are loving what we're doing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, share with your friends, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.